So we're approaching the gorge at very high speed. We speed across the top of the lake then as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this lake just seems to keep coming up. Gladys wants to meet us there. Somebody else pointed out.
Do you want to have a look at the lake?
Is there anything like?
While we pass?
Yeah. Is there anything
look at
about
the
this lake?
I am a little bit reticent to. Let me just double check the like immunities and stuff that you get, or the
A windwalk.
yeah,
Yeah.
just whilst we're because like if something goes wrong and we come out of wind form over water, that might be a little bit dodgy.
Yeah.
But also like, how big is the lake?
Let's have a look at the lake. Can we look at the lake while we're clouds?
How do we gauge lakes?
Measure.
How long would it take us to walk
Larger than Loch Ness.
across it?
Straight across?
Yeah.
8 hours?
What?
Jesus.
That's not a lake.
That's
That's
24
an
miles
ocean.
across.
It's a lake.
That's
Jesus
huge.
fucking Christ.
Some of the lakes in America are massive.
Oh my god. Okay,
20
there's no getting around that then.
We can fly over it in
This
24
is the one that's
minutes.
got the big post coming out of it. No, this is not that.
No, I thought there was a pylon in the middle of this lake.
There's a pylon in the middle of a lake, but that was in the other direction.
That was the.
Is that different lake?
I
Okay.
don't know if there was a pylon
There's
in
more than
both.
one lake in this entire realm.
Good heavens.
Just like there's more than one tree.
Mm.
What?
It's not just
Have
the
you
same
not
tree.
heard that all trees are the same tree?
So we've got about 2.5 hours left of
A windwalk.
windwalk.
It would take us
That's
about half an
about
hour to
2
cross
miles.
this at full speed. I'm concerned about. You've just put it in my mind now. Magical defenses of like a sort of anti-magic field or a dispelling barrier that just snaps us out of windwalk and drops us in the lake.
We can all swim.
We
Have
can.
the anti-magic spell.
Belinda can fly, actually. We have means of flying.
I'm not a strong swimmer, as you know, but I can fly.
But you
max,
can
that's
swim.
nice.
You can fly.
Yeah.
And you can turn into shark.
I can turn into shark. This is true.
Is there a route we can take that like skirts the edge of the lake and doesn't?
I
Is it
feel
like
like
a-
that's going to add so much onto our travel. I didn't realize
How
it was
close
so
do you want to
big.
get to the lake before you start making these decisions?
I think we should just go
What is
across
it?
it.
Yeah.
Why is this like a thing?
It's not, but that was a different lake. This is a
This is-
separate, unrelated
Yeah.
lake.
Unrelated.
Related. Within like I don't know, like
I was just staring me down.
maybe within like a quarter mile of the shore, we'd start looking at like.
Nah, just go. Just go.
I mean,
Adolin slows down for a closer look when you get to within like a
Yeah.
quarter mile of the lake.
Okay.
End it on the lake.
Are you like slowing down to look or just going?
Is it full of sharks
Never to
and
run,
or
but-
sea monsters?
my
How would
passive
you know?
perception is 19.
Kind of drop to about 15 feet altitude, get a bit closer. As a cloud,
Clouds can be eaten.
I'm fine.
No, sorry, I'm kidding.
You're gonna
What
get
do you want?
eaten.
What does everybody want to do? Sorry,
Mm.
I'm getting a lot of mixed things.
I don't for making this more of a thing than it needs to be.
What does Kai want to do?
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Just full speed.
You
Go.
want to go
Keep
full speed?
going.
Okay.
You can come back and look at the lake later. It's
Worst
not
case scenario.
going
Yeah, okay.
anywhere.
Kai,
Kai might
you,
be dying.
you take the lead. I will follow suit. If you die, I don't want you to die alone.
Adolin kind of like
Everybody
drops
dies
down like
alone.
towards the shore and then kind of like skirts it and then kind of like flies parallel to the shore for a little bit for just like a couple of rounds, like 10 seconds or so, just to like get a kind of bead on the water, just see if there's anything fishy going on
Okay.
before kind of like
Minutes.
fishy.
Fishy.
Before kind of like if he sees nothing, back up into the air and after the others.
Okay, I think Clifford would follow you.
Good boy, Clifford.
So dropping down, you've got quite a high passive perception as Polly.
It's true.
Do you have an okay? Or are you just like, nah?
I have perception. It's 15.
15. It's not bad.
15 and it's about fish.
It's true.
Potentially. Okay, so what I will tell is that all of you would be able to see that in the middle of this lake there is a small island
Okay,
that
fantastic.
is surrounded by 8 pillars.
Oh, is it one of the pillars like the
No,
Pylon
it's
pillars
not like
or like stone pillars? Or...
stone.
How big is the island?
The island itself is quite small. We're talking
Size of the living room? Size of the flat?
Size of the flat.
Ooh,
So,
that is
like,
quite small.
Not
Any
big.
buildings on it?
No.
Anything on it?
From your
Trees.
zoomy zooms and altitude, I wouldn't have said that much would stand out to you.
I'm sorry, I started realizing it.
Rosie's just gently patting the top of my foot with her foot.
You just tried to not know.
I truly didn't realize that was your foot. I fidget too much.
And it means that Adolin and Clifford, because you've dropped down a lot lower and are skimming across the top of the water, you would have a much clearer view of these structures standing up out of the water and a small island between them. In terms of looking into the water, the surface itself doesn't look like it's moving much more than the natural sort of gentle bob. It's an enclosed lake. You can quite clearly see from your altitude. There's no river or anything leading into it or out of it, and
It's not natural.
there's no way it could be tidal or anything like that. So
What are the kind of pillars surrounding the island? What's the sort of architecture of them? They're just kind of elvish.
Sylvan.
I think you'd have to get a lot
Roman,
closer
Greek.
to have a look at that.
Okay. Anybody want
The
to?
Romans conquered here too.
They call it everything.
They've been everywhere. Are you all kind of flying close to it as you go over the top?
We'll do a little flyby.
Sure.
Looky loo.
Wanna do a blabber?
Sure. Why not?
Clifford and I'll, if the water looks fine, we'll
How-
kind of pick back up and try and catch up.
Wide are the pillars?
I shut the other window.
Yeah.
Cool.
So each column
No, I can't.
is
It's on that side.
about
Can you shut the other window?
200 feet tall.
Whoa.
They're about
That
150.
is
Yes, they're about 150 feet apart, with a very small island in the middle of them all. In terms of
Is it down the way or up the way?
down.
Good.
So getting a lot closer, I think, gives you a much better scale of them. In terms of these, they do taper to the top, but there's a flat surface and on the top. And getting a lot closer to them, you can see there's a staircase that spirals up around
Ooh.
the outside of them.
That's convenient.
And there's also a large brazier that sits atop each of them.
Are they lit?
They're not currently lit.
Cool.
Is it 6?
8.
8.
I don't know why I held up 5 because that was not helpful. 8. My brain went, yeah.
They must be very old then, from back when they had days and nights. Because if it's daytime all the time, why would you have braziers?
That's a really good point.
That's really.
Really smart. Give them inspiration.
Yeah.
I would not have thought of that. That's really
Um,
smart.
I think one other thing that I think Adolin would pick out in particular, being a lot closer, is that there is a small rowboat moored to the island.
Is the island quite kind of tree covered?
There are a lot of low bushes along the edges of it,
If there's a
but
robot,
the middle bit seems fairly clear.
Okay.
if there's a robot that quote, then presumably there's somebody rode it here.
Yeah. Is there any signs of people as we get closer?
Not from such a high vantage, no.
I mean, we are wind. That's not very noticeable. We could probably get closer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about
Wisps of cloud.
wisps of cloud.
Very fast moving clouds.
Yep. Just zooming.
Moving
around.
fast.
It's actually
Wind.
really comical. I didn't even think about it. Just imagine a piece of candy floss flying past you super quickly. You're like, fucking hell.
Imagine that coming up in front of you. It's like you're an idiot. It's like a suspiciously fast cloud.
Yeah.
A suspiciously low fast cloud.
Imagine just one caterpillar going across the sky at a massive rate, and everything else is just drifting very normally.
Yeah, it's just completely clear day, and there's just 5 things just going meow.
I would be very suspicious.
Yeah, if I described that to you as a player, you'd be like, "What the fuck are
I'd be
those?"
like, it's not a UFO because I know exactly what it fucking is, and it's a cloud. But I don't understand.
Yeah, first thought would be, that's another D&D party during Windwalk. fuck?
Hey! This is our adventure!
We have been that party to somebody else in the Feywild today. Yep.
To many folk in the Feywild. That dandelion village is heckin' terrified right now.
Imagine like coming across, this is dark, coming across like the broken bodies of 10 adventurers, and you're like, oh, it's a head-on collision. Windwalk versus Windwalk.
Oh no.
You just all sat there being like, ah! So you can't take damage while you're in Windwalk.
You can. You just have it's just halved.
Okay.
Ah.
Can we close in about maybe like 300 feet or so, and
Yeah, we did
I'm just gonna-
a little quick flip.
yeah, just a
I
little flyby.
really desperately just want to plop on top of one of the pillars, especially now that there's stairs. I'm just like,
Yeah.
and they're so high up. Like clouds up there wouldn't be that suspicious.
You can.
200 feet's like tall. That's like 20
Yeah.
stories.
There's
That's like bigger than any building in Glasgow.
there's 5 of us. 5 of us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, bigger than any.
It would be a little bit weird for 5 of them to have clouds on the top and 3 didn't.
That'd be more or less weird than one of them having a large cloud.
Mm.
Maybe we just gather right in the center and make it look really eerie and ominous.
What do we see at the top of the pillars?
The stone steps are sort of carved into the side of this of these pillars, or these columns, and then it's a large brass brazier that has like ash remnants and things in it.
Do they look like carved or placed, or like naturally occurring? The pillars.
The
Columns.
pillars,
Like if the steps are carved into them, but like
they
were
look
always
far too
there?
angular to
Okay.
be natural, far too regular.
Oops.
Is the ash recent?
They're high
Have the
enough up that
braziers
if
been
the
used
ash,
recently?
If it
What
wasn't
senses
recent-
do you have access to? Is there
In
a
Windwalk?
cloud?
what I was gonna say is if
I know
it
you
wa-
can see things, but can you smell? Can you feel?
Oh, good question.
Emotionally, yes.
Can you?
you assume
Do
a
you have
gaseous
emotions?
form.
Like, I'm trying to work out, can you feel heat if ashes are cold or hot? Can you smell ash if it's been burnt?
Mm.
What I was gonna posit is that it's so high up, it mustn't be like there must be a breeze in the air. If there was ash and it was quite recent, then it would still be there. But if it was ash and it was quite a while ago, it surely would have blown off by now.
There was a storm last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. I mean, we are a ways away from that, but it just says cloud form, gaseous form. It doesn't specify anything like that.
I'm not sure you have senses right now.
Okay. With sight alone, and maybe an investigation check or something, does it seem like this could have been lit in the last 24 hours? If there was like a storm last night
Oh,
or yesterday.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry.
The ash got in your nose.
Oh no.
Achoo.
I think if you were talking about a normal fireplace, yeah, this doesn't seem that old at all. It's like maybe yesterday's ashes kind of thing. Feywilds, random beacon at the top of a stone pillar. A
Yeah.
bit harder to tell.
Time's funny.
Time's really funny.
And you said there was nothing else on the island.
Not you haven't really been too close to it. There's like some shrubs and stuff in the rowboat, but so that's your like high level view. You can go
Okay.
closer if you want.
Can I like try and settle a little bit in the ash with positing, because it says you take
You become ash cloud.
you have resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. So like if it hurts, I'd feel it.
It's hot.
Okay.
You take some damage if it was hot.
Your cloud gets a little ashy.
Just ashy.
Just ashy.
Can you see anything in the ashes, like what's been burned? Coal, wood,
Yeah,
scraps of
different
clues.
colours.
There seem to be like
Offerings.
scraps of like twigs and stuff like that, foliage.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Is this is there an interesting spherical shape in the middle of this island?
Pardon?
An interesting spherical shape in the middle of this island.
Do you want to get closer and have a look?
You have
Tissue
tissue
in
on your lip.
Oh, do I?
Bottom up. Yeah, you got it.
No, I just like. Great. Oh well. Moving on with our lives. Yeah. Do you want to get closer and have a look?
I mean, yes, Alex, we do, but I don't want to.
I don't know what that means.
Twist. Let's just like creep a little bit lower down a pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Still a cloud.
Still a cloud. Maybe like 30 feet down and squint.
So you're like 170 feet away from.
I guess, yes.
Okay.
What do my cloud eyes see?
An island with rushes along the edges of it.
Okay,
170
Shall we
feet is a
carry
really
on?
long way.
It's not that long. Like, there's some spells that have 120 feet range. Like,
Yeah.
if you can target that far away, then 50 feet
Yeah,
on
you
top
can't
of that is
pinpoint target that far away.
I'm asking
can
for
with an
a
Eldritch
big.
Blast.
I'm not asking to pinpoint a like particular branch of a hedge or anything. I'm just asking, is there a big circle?
There's nothing that's like overly obvious, no.
Okay, well then that's what I need. And my thought was that the brush that had been burned, unlikely could conceivably have been like the trimmings of the teleport spell. But it's more likely is somebody just pruned these bushes and then they just burned
Quite probably,
what is
yes.
pruned.
Carry on.
Yes.
Yes. Adolin, do you super want to do anything on this island?
Have you just had a look?
We looked, there's nothing.
There's
They
nothing here.
They haven't been down.
We've not been down.
Do you want to go down to like, I don't know, 60 feet or so and take a little bit
If
of a
we're
closer
doing
look?
that, I think we shouldn't be gas anymore.
That's true. Can't really
Because
defend
whilst we
ourselves
are
against-
resistant to stuff as gas,
Yeah.
if we ungas, then we are
We're vulnerable for a minute.
Yeah. for a whole minute. So I would rather do that when we're on our terms than have somebody do something and us be like, oh shit.
Mm. I'll take a close look at the rowboat. Maybe?
That's down by the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there like a decent sized stretch of water between each of the pillars and the island?
They're about 150 feet apart.
From pillar to pillar?
Yeah.
Is it then about another 150 feet in towards the island? Or
Based on my rudimentary understanding of geometry, I'm going to guess about 100 feet.
I don't mind. I'm happy just to move on. The priority seems to be getting up to the collector's palace and
I'm so intrigued that this is here. I don't know why.
we could, I mean, it's a minute in and out.
Yeah. Worst case scenario,
We could shift at the top
untether
of a
the
pillar.
rope. We really inconvenienced someone.
Just to be annoying.
Yeah, we could just be little dicks.
Well,
I think if we're
What's
going
your
to turn
alignment
back,
again?
we should do it at the top of the
I think I'm neutral good. I just have a lot of intrusive thoughts.
But Belinda could uncloud and then somebody could fly down on her to take a closer look.
Oh, that's a good point. But the one that's not peachy. I wouldn't.
She's,
mind.
well, yeah, she's half speed. But she's still pretty nimble. She's
I
still
could
got...
send a bee down.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
like baby.
If you send a bee down, me and Belinda will demist on top of a pillar and just kind of stand by in
Okay.
case we need somebody to fly down or something.
And save the bee.
Hashtag save the
Hashtag
bees.
the bee. Or, check things out. If the bee's like, I found a thing, I don't know what it is.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, so I'll need to demist as well.
Okay.
And then I use one of my wild shapes
do you,
to.
Clifford, want to stay in wind form?
Well, if everybody else is demisting, we're not going to be any help as mist, so we should change as well.
It's like 5 minutes tops.
Yeah. Do it on the top of a pillar.
I'm going to use one of my wild shapes to cast I Am Familiar, and then I will pop into BB's eyes, and I will skirt her on down.
What does your bee see?
Okay. So skimming down towards the island.
Yes.
Curse you and your distractions from our main mission.
I tried so hard to get us all to keep going. They're like, no, we're going to look at
Wait,
this
just
tiny
have a look
island.
at the boat. Just have a little peek.
You can pop those in a bowl or something.
They are
Noisy.
crunchy.
No noisy snacks. Okay.
You
So-
can have the pancake plate if you want.
Oh, yeah.
So your bee buzzes down to the island.
It's true, she does.
You first see a little rowboat. You think you could see maybe 2 people. It looks quite old, worn, but seaworthy. It doesn't look like it's like had chunks taken out of it or anything like that. It looks like a rowboat that would function.
Mm-hmm.
The wood looks quite worn with age though, like it's been used quite a lot. And then dropping down to the island itself.
Mhm.
No, thank you. Sorry.
Okay.
You would see that there isn't really anything in the middle of the island, but BB would see quite clear indications of like almost scorch marks, like scores across the island, and like you're happy for her to take a bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to like make her do something that you're not happy with.
I mean, I would have these guys dictate it, so if after like an X amount of time you nudge me or like, shall we go? I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, fine.
Okay.
But until they give me an indication.
Okay.
I'll just,
You can always be like dictating a few bits and pieces to them because you can still talk and stuff.
yeah.
And be like, oh, I found a thing. Oh, I found a thing.
And she's not slow, like she can get around
yeah.
okay.
So I think she'd find these scorch marks and like circle them and then like scoot up a bit and look down on them and you'd see much more of a circular pattern from these scorch marks.
Interesting. Circular like the one that we saw earlier.
Very similar, yes.
The teleportation circle.
Yes.
I think that we are making such incredible connections today and Alex is not giving us any inspiration. We've
Can
made
I
like
get an investigation check?
3 big revelations.
Does the bee have to make a check? Can any of our proficiencies
No,
help
there's
here?
a whole thing about it and I can't fucking remember, so let me just double check. Because I'm seeing through her eyes, I think.
So yeah, is it Polly making the check?
Fuck me.
I'm gonna
We do
go
this
in.
every time we're pudding. I believe it's because I'm asking you to make an investigation check. It's your investigation.
Okay. Yes.
Which
'cause
means technically the bond does help. Because it's your investigation.
that's kind of what I was going
Yeah.
for. Yeah, I was
If
curious.
If it was
Okay.
a more physical thing, you'd have to use, in the same way with like wild shape, I think you have to use the familiar senses of like perception or something. But because it's like you're directing the bee to investigate, it's your investigation.
Okay. It would be really funny if her investigation is better than mine.
It'd be sad, yeah. Yeah, I get kind of annoyed because my familiar in one of the other games has got a lot better stats than me in some things that are really fucking useful. And I can't use them.
Okay, and I do get advantage because of
Or proficiency.
Okay.
Somebody's got investigation.
That's only a 10. Oh, it's only a 9.
Oh,
Fucking hell. My passive is 11. I should have used that.
9?
9.
Okay, I think with a 9, you wouldn't get much more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's very fine. Now, just for clarity for me, the teleportation that we had when we last saw, it cut right through all of the trees.
Yes.
Whereas this one, does it?
There's no trees on this island.
But the hedge stuff, like...
Isn't anywhere near where the landings are.
Okay, right, okay, I understand. Right, so it is just a circle in the kind of the outer space, like, there's nothing major. And there's scratches... as
Score
well.
marks.
Score marks in a circle?
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay.
Almost like... Oh, do you know when you put a cookie cutter into like flour or something and then you tap it down and there's lots of like overlapping circles?
Yeah.
This looks like that, but very, very closely overlapping.
Oh, so a bunch of teleportations have happened here. Yeah. Interesting. Has anybody ever been teleported before? Other than through that door?
I don't think so.
You've done like Misty Steps before, I know
Yeah.
that.
And that's not
Yeah.
really the same. Okay. You wouldn't be able to answer my question.
Oh.
Is it pretty much like bang in the centre of the island that this has
What
all
was the
happened, and
question?
it's like roughly concentric with the ring of
The
pillars?
question was going to be if it cuts away. It cut away the thing, because it took out all the living things from it. I was going to ask if when you're planted in a place, if that stuff Like if it makes an imprint as
Would it-
well,
Yeah.
or is this one from people leaving again, or maybe both?
Yeah, has all the kind of like living matter
Can
been
make out.
stripped out of
Here's a
the
question:
ground? Sorry.
Is there debris? Sorry, is there debris
Mm.
that looks like it is from plant matter from the place that we saw previously, like where there was a circle, that is not native to this particular island?
I love that question. Unfortunately, no.
Okay. No, ask Adolin's question. Answer Adolin's question. I interrupted.
Is there a noticeable lack of living matter within these sort of circles?
There's grass, but
Mm.
that's about it.
Does it look like there were ever any bushes close to this that might have been like kind of like cut away?
Certainly not for a very long time.
Okay.
And there's not like the random the kind of bits and bobs of the tree that got cut from the previous place. that has
No,
just
there
been
doesn't
planted
appear to be
here.
random debris.
But it would be really interesting if that was the stuff that had been burnt.
What happens here? What happens here?
Can we have a look? Can BB get really close down to the ground and see if there's a difference? And I know I joked about this earlier, but like in the length of the grass, if it's been cut at the top.
Sure. Can I get a stealth check from BB as well?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Baby,
I mean, she is a
there's
bee.
something here.
Her stealth is not excellent because
Well,
She
you
has-
kind of, like-
is she in the telepathic whatever?
it's a physical trait, so it wouldn't think
No,
of me.
she's not.
Oh no!
Ooh.
She's buzzing so loud.
What did you get?
A 6.
A 6. Okay.
Oh no, Phoebe.
Okay. And what is her passive perception?
Okay, so her passive or mine?
Her passive.
Okay, her passive is 10.
Wait, that's your eyes, isn't it? So it's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's your eyes, isn't it? It's her physical traits, but your
I
eyes.
don't know. I don't think that's right. I really don't, because I'm thinking about it in the terms of like, if I can
Oh, no,
use
I
I
think
can use her blind sight. If she had dark vision,
It's
I
her
didn't.
eyes,
I would be using.
but it's like your
Yeah.
direction. Yeah. In the
Yeah.
same way, when you turn into an owlbear, you get
The
to
page
use its
looks
physical
like
Physical
it.
traits.
stats,
Yeah.
but you keep your.
Yeah.
So the perception would be the bees.
You can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears.
So it's its eyes, its ears.
Yes.
Okay. So the passive
So
perception.
hers
is
is 10.
11. Okay.
Roll a nat 1.
It gets.
Roll a nat 20. So we're never gonna collect this.
And a
It's fine.
really pretty die. There's one to go waiting.
Oh,
It's
it's
got
little
flowers
flowers in it.
It's I like that one.
You dare crit on Polly on BB with her own flowers.
Don't eat that. You'll
Eat
choke.
it.
It'll really hurt your insides.
Eat it.
Is Glassy just behind the bee? Just always behind it. No matter which way it's looking.
Sasha.
Just swipes out there.
You're in here.
I think BB would not notice.
You know shit. That's fair.
For a small jar comes down and comes around her, and the lid
She's
screws on,
buzzing like crazy.
and like spinning round to like see what the hell just happened.
Mm.
Oh my god, that's kind of fun though.
What's the range of my crossbow?
Where's the description of this one?
Did we all change back into people?
Yeah, this is taking
Yeah.
more than a minute, so
Yeah.
yes. I don't have a description of this individual, that's really annoying. Oh well, he's going to look like what I want him to look like.
It's a long range from a crossbow.
Pardon me.
Okay. So what you would see through BB's eyes, because she's not taking any damage through this, this individual has just sort of captured her in a jar, is a male elf.
Oh.
You can see wearing sort of like travelling gear. He's got like fairly ornate leather armour on. He's got a really nice green cloak that rests over his shoulders. He's got very bright blue eyes and dark hair.
So this guy just like appeared from nowhere.
I mean, BB didn't see him.
BB certainly did.
Well, the rest of us were up on top of a pillar looking at the island.
You
yeah,
specifically looked.
That is
Yeah?
true, and,
Yeah.
and
Okay, yeah.
she is
What-
out in the open if she's looking at the teleportation circle.
What you would have seen is this individual sort of roll out of one of the bushes
Haha!
and come and screw this
That's
cat.
kind of fun.
Nice.
You got a 9 on your investigation check. I'm
That's
sorry.
very fair.
So you're hearing through BB's ears. So I think it's a bit distorted because you're kind of hearing through glass now, it's sort of
Yeah.
partially underwater. But
Yeah.
you'd see this individual. What languages do you speak?
What language do I speak?
Yeah.
Ever.
Bee dance.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Druidic, Elvish.
Elvish.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Then you can understand this individual as he speaks in Elvish.
Ooh.
And he's got this jar with BB in it. And BB doesn't look like a normal bee, does she? She looks quite interesting. And she's
She
your
looks like a material plane bee.
She
That
does.
too.
Yeah, material plane bee, and she's a queen bee.
Mm.
So yeah, she's pretty fancy. She's got a little crown on.
Aww.
Can we hear his accent?
And you would see that this individual has got a little circlet on as well.
They're both royalty.
But he would look at her and be like, "Oh, hello. And what are you doing here? Are you lost?" And like turning her over and stuff like that to try and get a better look at her.
And she's like, I'm like, baby, calm down. So she's just chilling and she's staying perfectly still as he rotates. She's just like, she's centered. She's like, no, I don't move.
He starts to like rotate his head round to like get a better look
Yeah.
at her then.
Do you want to like shout down at him? It's maybe like, I don't know,
She
2.
doesn't seem to be in too. I can't hear you. I'm constantly just narrating what I'm seeing as like a whisper,
Oh.
or maybe telepathically even.
Does he have an accent? Does he sound like he's from somewhere on the material plane? Somewhere in the Feywilds?
Does he sound just like Mun?
He certainly
Does
doesn't
he
have
sound like Gareth?
He certainly doesn't have an accent that you recognise.
Okay.
Should we really shout down at this guy? So like, excuse
That's
me.
our bee.
Excuse me, that's our bee.
Excuse me, sir, I believe you have my bee.
It's a terrible misunderstanding.
Yeah, should we shout? It's like maybe 200-300 feet. Like,
Do you know Elvish?
no.
Ah,
Do you?
yes.
Do you want to
Half
shout?
elf.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you would.
Yes.
You want to shout?
Hey, that's our bee.
And this individual's like,
From like starting to walk down the pillar.
oh god, you're gonna walk all the way down the 200
Well, I
foot
said I
pillar.
turned into a person at the top of the pillar where it was safe, so now I need to walk down.
I suppose you do have a flying horse.
You could do a sick ass just dive.
Do you want to borrow Belinda and just...
She could probably take 2 of you at a slow pace.
Are you just gonna not tell me you're going? Because I can't see anything.
I'll stay with you.
You can go. It's fine.
Do you want to go down?
I walk down.
You're gonna slowly start walking down.
Yeah, you said it's what, 200 feet?
Yeah.
You walk
Just,
up.
yeah, so it's 200 feet tall.
And then you have to
You
swim.
spiral around it, and then you get to the bottom of the pillar, and you're 100 feet away from the island.
Fly.
Yes.
Would you like the Pegasus?
Yeah, that's probably easier than a spell.
Certainly less resource using.
Yes.
Okay, Belinda would apologise for not having a saddle. This is the first time any of you have
This
actually
is-
written her.
Absolutely not your fault.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
might be better if I had.
I'm sorry, I'm usually better equipped for my writers, but
I'll leave Clifford with you then.
She would
Okay.
give you
I feel like
what?
Polly's
I was
one
under
that's,
the impression she'd been in that
next
cell
to the brazier
since
on
she'd
the
been summoned,
pillar.
and I.
She's not going
I've
anywhere.
got Clifford
Not
over
her
and like kind of
time.
like
She
take
existed
your
before
hand and like
being
put it on
summoned.
Clifford's back.
She's told you
Just,
about
just like a cat on the shoulder.
galloping across and flying across the plain with Mount Celestia. She's been summoned before.
Yes.
She's had several lives as a
Wow.
summoned creature.
That's cool.
Can I jot
it-
down on Belinda's back as well, please?
Oh, okay. She would be going much slower with 2 of you.
Sure.
And Clifford would look up at you and whine and be like, I
Leaving
can't.
Clifford with Polly.
Yes.
I don't want to stay.
Rude.
Just stay with Polly. It'll be alright.
Oh wait, I do know what's going on. Telepathic band is a blast.
Hmm.
The bond is a blessing. Thank God. I just can't see shit.
He would whine but sit down next to Polly.
I just.
So Belinda would tell you to like grip with your knees and hold onto my mane, and whoever's on the back, wrap arms around waists.
Yes.
Everybody
We've
stay safe.
been on a horse. It's not
I'm not sure she believes that.
that we've been on a horse before.
Yeah. When would Kai have been on a horse.
People
You
go
do
on horses.
Well, not. Have you ever been on a horse, Isla?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
As a child, one time, and I was like, this is awful, never doing it again.
Okay. Do you know how to ride a bareback horse?
No.
We're in Alex's domain. Let her have it.
Okay.
You get a quick 2-minute lesson of how to grip with your knees on a horse, and then she slowly starts to like glide down as smoothly as fucking possible. She is terrified of accidentally dunking one of you in the water.
She's doing a great job.
Get dunked on.
She's doing a great job.
But you come down to this island, and this like individual, this male elf, would sort of like step backwards, like quite alarmed at like a flying Pegasus coming down with 2 people on his back, being like, "Hey, that's my bee!"
Hell yeah, you guys. You look cool as shit.
So he's just got this jar, and he's like, "This is."
That's BB.
BB nod. She starts nodding.
I'm sorry, and unscrews the jar.
Thank you.
Flies and lands on your palm.
Do you live on this island? There are no buildings.
No, not exactly. I've been here a while, but I don't live here. Who are you all?
I'm Kai. This is Adolin. This is Belinda. BB.
Lovely to meet you all.
And you are?
Oh, okay. My name is Prince Alagarthus.
Oh.
He is a
Fancy.
prince.
Explains the crime.
Circler, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Why are you here?
I'm trying to get home.
Where is home?
To my kingdom in
Oh my god.
the mortal realms.
What?
Ah,
This feels.
What a
this feels like a
incident.
This feels like a trick.
Are you real?
Yes. Are you?
I hope so.
I'm still seeing it in BB's eyes.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
I,
hearing all of this.
using my own brain power, do an insight check on this bull? This
Yeah. Is he real? Does he exist?
You can try. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
When you say real, what do you mean?
It's just so convenient.
It's very.
It's
yeah.
so convenient. It's absolutely bonkers. Why would this be in our path? You know, oh, I'm like a person of high status in like, and I'm trapped here, and I want to get home to the place that you also want to go. It's just, it's.
I mean, it's not the place we want to go.
I
yet.
have a proficiency, so you can roll that advantage.
Yeah.
I don't do it very well. Unless anybody else.
Ooh! I rolled 2 3s.
Does any? I also rolled a 3. Does anybody
Mine
else
total
have
is
proficiency?
What are you doing? Sorry.
Insight checking.
Insight.
I have it. Yeah.
Okay, amazing.
I just.
Wow, a 4.
Wow.
That's so fucking
I don't
funny.
speak Elvish.
Okay.
Telepathic bond,
That's
though.
so
You
funny.
understand what
I
we're
got
saying?
a 12.
I
My
mean,
passive insight is an 18. And I got a 12.
could I like?
So it checks out to Kai.
Could I do insight advantage
What a
from
fun
bond,
outstanding
disadvantage from not knowing the
gentleman.
language, and just roll straight? If I could roll at all.
You're just reading body language.
Okay.
Does he have a regal bearing about him?
Okay. Yeah.
You just gotta find a way to spin it. Is he regal?
Yeah.
No, that's a 6. 13.
It's the
Wow.
best roll that we've had. We had a 3, 3, 3, 4, 6.
Single
So
digits.
that's wild.
Okay.
Wow.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I'm not sure. Like
did
everything
he say his
he's
name was? I've
saying,
already forgotten.
like doesn't sound like a lie. He's not like obviously got any tells that
We
would
need some more.
indicate to you
intel.
that he was lying.
What did he say his name was?
Prince Alagarthus.
Alagarthus.
Alagarthas. Alagarthus.
What's the name of the fiend lady?
Glazia.
Fancy.
Okay. No TH in that.
Anyway, what a fun coincidence. We are also from the mortal plane. Whereabouts are you from?
Toriel.
I've heard of that place.
That's
Why have I heard of that place?
You will have heard of it as Rosie.
that's the planet that the Forgotten Realms is on.
Oh.
That's Faerun.
That's Vegas fuck then. Okay.
I'm not sure any of you would have heard of this place.
Ask him how long, like when he is from, like what year he got stuck here.
How long have you been in the Feywilds in general?
Oh, about a year and a half.
Jeez, oh.
But like what does he remember the time being? in the.
Oh yeah, but when was it in the mortal realm when you got here? Because time is wonky between planets.
Okay. It was definitely summer, and I think it was.
You just said it's a year and a half. It's like it was a summer.
So I think what he's going to give you is a time that doesn't mean anything to you. He refers to a year as the year of, and it means nothing. To
We
any
don't
of
know
you.
of the pinnacle like event that he has mentioned. It's not in any
No, it's more that the
documentation.
year has a name.
Mm.
Like as in the way that his calendar works is that every year has a name. So he would tell you that he was gone in the year of the. And I don't know exactly what that is off the top of my head as
Right,
a DM.
we
I'm very
would
sorry,
be able
I
to
don't have
convert
those notes in
that.
front.
No.
No, that would mean absolutely nothing to you.
I don't know when that is.
Okay.
Are you from Toro?
We're from the Sapphire Coast. It's 1398.
I don't really know what that means.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're getting.
So-
That's what we're getting.
I don't know why I'm talking.
City of Dusthelm, Pearlmire, I'm going through 5 with this.
Do you speak any languages apart from Elvish?
Oh, I speak Sylvan.
Oh, that'll come useful here.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Just he doesn't speak Elvish, so
Oh, apologies.
or Sylvan.
Do you speak Halfling?
Oh,
You
yes,
do.
I do!
I also speak Halfling. Do you speak Halfling?
I do speak Halfling.
Perfect.
Is Polly?
We switched
Probably
to
doesn't,
Halfling.
but I'm like, fuck, man.
You're not part of this conversation.
This is fine.
Good day, friend, it's good to see you, how are you?
Why is Halfling Irish?
That's so
Just a
good.
fucking hobbit.
Yeah, speak like hobbits.
What a
That's so
strange
good.
accent you have.
Yes, what a strange accent.
There were a lot of strange halflings in my village.
Alright.
Lovely people. We're also from the material realm, but we don't seem to have any places in common.
No.
I don't.
We're from the material plane. We've been here a day.
Oh, lovely.
There's a party at the Collector's Palace. Would you like to join us?
God, no.
Probably a good decision.
I guess comparing notes, we've come here intentionally. We need to retrieve something from the collector and then preferably leave.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
You-
What do you have to
expecting
bargain?
us. Nout.
Then you're not leaving.
You've been there, I take it.
I spent a year of my life there, yes.
Were you
Oh,
in
were you in the
in the
collection?
collection?
Yes.
How did you escape?
I made a bargain.
Huh.
A year of my life.
Whoa.
And then he let you go.
Yes. It was a bargain.
What did you get in return, if you don't mind me asking? How trusting is he of these random strangers that have turned up and demanded their meat?
And speak halfling with a funny accent.
There is a bit of like wariness to him, but I think you can also see just a sheer amount of exhaustion to him as well. He would say, I needed aid for my people. He helped me for a price, but he helped. Now I need to get back.
Well, so far, our only way of getting back is making a deal with an archdevil who wants one of our souls. So, I'm not sure how much help we can be on that front.
Right.
Yes.
But she did say we
She
could
is
meet
kicking about this
her
lake somewhere, though.
here.
So,
Mhm.
there's an
Ouch.
archdevil near this lake.
Right.
Yeah.
Very attractive lady, red skin, horns, wings.
No, thank you. But no.
I love that.
Thank you for the warning.
Yes. I don't know what that was, but that was a word.
That was a brief, accurate physical description of her.
Yeah.
Really not sure Adolin's focusing on the right bits here.
Archdevil.
Yeah, and then like just
First words were very attractive.
Very attractive. He's fine.
you can have her if you want. But you may have to fight Polly.
Why are you on this island in particular?
Yeah.
Is there a way back? Is there a way out of the Feywild here?
I can return home through the portal here, yes.
Ah,
There's a portal
handy.
here.
Yes, and he indicate to the scorch marks.
Ah. We weren't sure if this was a coming or a going.
Either. If you know how the door opens both ways.
Solid.
How does
solid
it work?
point.
I know how it works from this side.
Did it take you 6 months to get here?
No, it took me about a week
Why are you still here?
because I can't activate the portal. Try as I might, I keep getting thwarted.
How does it work? Do you know?
You need to light all 8 of the beacons,
Simultaneously.
and you need something to anchor you.
What do you mean by anchor? Like physically, like a rope? Emotionally?
No, something
bit
to
of your
connect you to where you're trying
hair.
to go. I have the sigil of my home, and he'd say you indicate this ring, this like intricate. It looks like a signet ring kind of thing, like a family house kind of thing. And he'd say this is enough to anchor me to my home.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to light all the beacons.
Just in general, or
I don't understand.
simultaneously,
Oh, they
in
just
an order?
need to all be
thing.
lit, and then I need to step into
There's
the
a
portal.
lot going down, going
Okay.
up at a time.
That
If he's done
feels-
one, the
It's a
other
lot
will
of
be burned out.
Swimming in steps, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that the issue?
I don't.
Has one burned out by the time you light the rest? What? How?
No, just
What's the issue
the-
with lighting all 8?
the creatures here, the horrific creatures here. They keep putting
Ah.
them out. By the time I get to the bottom of one, they've put it out.
Ah.
There's a
Okay.
row
We hadn't
between.
okay, sorry, we hadn't come across any creatures. We've been
Yeah.
here 5 minutes.
Sorry, it's been a long 6 months.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
What creatures?
All manners of creatures, quite frequently flying, so that they can jump between the beacons.
This is cool as shit.
oh,
I
no.
can't wait to go, like, do this. This is a fun encounter I'm very excited for.
Well,
I mean, we could help. We have.
I need to do it. It's my task. I have to do this to go home. I cannot. If you were to do it, it would try to take you home, wherever that may be.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't have to necessarily do it ourselves, but we have a Pegasus who could get you from beacon to beacon. We can defend you
quickly.
at the beacons.
You help out.
I would appreciate any help you would offer.
Equally, we are also looking.
Time.
We're also looking to leave
Yes, but we
eventually.
need to go get some stuff from the collector.
Mhm.
Return. Hopefully quickly.
You want to go to Toril?
No,
We don't know where that is.
we could help send you home, or we could go back with him, and then are there mages in your world that could send us home if we came back
So-
with you?
We were in a
Well-
town on the material plane. The town was then teleported to Avernus.
The hells.
Yeah, so we need to go get some stuff and then bring that back to the first layer of hell so that we can return the entire town to the material plane before the devils kill the entire population.
That's quite a feat.
It is.
We're under a little bit of stress right now.
I'm very sorry for your predicament.
So are we.
So you want to use the portal to take you to Avernus then?
Ideally, yes, but I'm not sure if we have anything linking us unless we find Glacia and nick something off of her.
She does owe me. True.
That's a
You
good
hear
point.
in your head.
We've got plenty of stuff to take us back to the material realm, but that's not where we're trying to get to.
Yes.
Okay. So if you found an anchor to go back there?
Who's got that Erinese sword?
The what?
The Erinese we fought. I think we took her sword.
Oh, I nicked a glaive off of one of the devils. Would that work?
Is it personal to you?
It's personal to them.
Personal to the devil.
Mm.
It was their weapon, and now I have it.
Personal and since it's on your person.
I'm not sure that would work.
Okay.
This ring is my family ring.
So it
and
has
it's
to be
in-
something personal to you specifically, and then you get taken to where that is.
personal to you and connected to where you want to go. So this my,
Harrelmire.
sigil
Yeah.
is one of the great houses of Toril.
Like you
got most of your
you
night
came
stuff.
a Knight of Ash in
In
Highwater. Like that is
That was
very
fair.
personal and right to the city that we were wanting to go to.
That could work.
I highly doubt they would just drop you in the fucking
In the
Crater.
in the crater that is
Yeah.
left of, yeah. That's a good angle. Do we stop and help him now? Do we do it later? It doesn't seem like we're in as much of a rush anymore because we're not tracking Varro. So we could try and...
Stand the trident.
Still in that, yeah, we're still racing the shadow guy.
Yeah. I want to help the guy, but we're in a rush. 200... Plus, like, these pillars are not close together. A circle of pillars 150 feet.
It takes him 8 hours to attempt to light all of them
Jeez.
Oh my
by
god.
rowing in between
By
them.
rowing. Well, with a flying horse, we could probably cut that down to a matter of minutes.
Yeah. Also, we could be
Mhm.
posted up at different pillars, so we could get 5, 6 of them. Well,
Yeah.
2, 3,
With
4.
cover.
4 or 5 maybe if Clifford really is good at his
If
job.
we give him some dynamite again.
Anagarthus would say he has to be the one that lights it to go
All
on.
of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we could be like, I mean,
We can defend stuff.
I
Yeah.
can cast haste on him. I'm just chipping in, by the way, just
Yeah.
like
No, play it
from
to me.
from my little perch.
Clifford's sat there going, I want to go down!
We could cast haste on him. We could have different magical people on, like, or different flying people on each kind of, like, you, me, you. We can all fly. Belinda can fly, so we could get him from perch to perch pretty quick.
and then we could just try and, like, you know, Eldritch Blast, crossbow, just like keep all the creatures
it'd be
away.
less about trying to win the battle, and it would be more about running what's the word?
Interference.
Interference, like triggering opportunity attacks so they don't hit him, or just protecting the lit thingies.
Yeah.
Really. That's literally all it is. Actually, is protecting the fire.
Protecting the beacons, yeah.
Yeah.
Haste on Belinda would give her a fly speed of...
What's how many
But we-
exhaustions does Belinda have right now?
She's still at 2.
Hmm.
In 2 days, when it would be back up to a fly speed of 90, which with a dash could be... Or haste on her now would get her up to a fly speed of 90.
I'm gonna pitch something really weird, which is
Hmm.
the collector is waiting for us.
Yeah.
I don't think anything is actually going to go down because he's going to be waiting to be dramatic as fuck when we arrive.
Yeah.
Which means that we can take longer.
We have a bit of time to help the prince now.
The only issue is Kai.
Yes.
You are a fucking issue.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like,
How
how
much is the collector going to be defending this trident from the shadow guy?
That's true, that's true.
Hmm.
What was it that Talos said? Was it like they're trying to take the trident and then I would end up being cursed like they are, but they It just says if I fail to retrieve it. He didn't specify like the other guy gets it first or they have to attune to it or
He said
they're coming to claim it.
to claim it, yeah.
If they reach it first, they become the champion.
Yes.
So it doesn't. The collector doesn't really factor into that.
Not to Talos, no.
Cool.
I think it might be a good time to take another quick comfort break.
Go for
Because
it.
it is
Yeah.
7:05.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow. This session has flown by.
Yeah. Hello, welcome back. Thank you for being patient with us as we jump back into our campaign.
Oh, me too. Mine's just by the sink. Can I have it, please? Thank you.
Where? Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Yes, so we are currently on an island in the middle of a very large lake in the Feywilds, talking to an elven prince called Algarthus.
Alagarthus.
Algarthus. Sure.
Thank you.
What was it? Yes, Aligarthus. Oh yes, are you good with first names, or should we be calling you the title?
I don't get the impression you're one of my subjects.
I don't believe so, no.
So,
I think I would have noticed.
Aligarthus is fine.
I'm not sure we actually have a royal family. We're not from the same place.
Yep.
Anyway.
No, you don't have one.
We could help him now.
Mm-hmm.
We could help him later. We
Mm-hmm.
could take him with us when we go back to Perlmire.
I feel like you don't want to go from Feywild to hell.
I would politely decline, thank you. That doesn't seem to be taking me any closer to my home.
Something about the devil, you know.
Nice.
That's good.
I don't know. Can we spare the time to help him now, or because we could leave this way ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and it would feel kind of rude to come back here, in like with hot pursuit, to then try and light the beacons and jump through to hell and tell the guy like,
You're here now.
you can stay with us or you can do it yourself.
Yeah. Out of game, I feel like we should be doing it now, because in game we are racing against the shadow guy.
Yeah.
But out of game, I don't think Alex will deprive us or herself from that combat. So
Yeah. I mean,
Which combat?
having to fight shadow guy for the trident.
There will be consequences of delays, which are currently not in your favour.
Oh dear, I knocked the thingy got
Oh
knocked.
no. Are we at an angle?
Rosie's fully not in it.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, I think the thing.
Hi. Hello. Technical difficulties.
You're doing a great job.
Realistically, like, how long would it take us to help the guy right now? We've got like 8 pillars, 8 beacons, and get the guy through the portal. And whilst there's a good bit of distance between each of them, we have a flying
Do you
pony.
want to stand up and check you're still in it? Yeah, that's fine. Cool. We can be seen.
So you will be jumping to the hells.
But from there, we will be going to the material plane.
Okay. To save a city
Mm-hmm.
of humans?
It's a bit of a mixed bunch, but lots of humans, elves, half elves.
It is called Pearlmire. It is a religious town mostly. That follows Torm.
Torm, Tyr, and Bahamut.
Yes. Do you know of them?
Yes.
Oh.
So yeah, it's mostly just people that follow them. It's not
Mm-hmm.
a specific race.
It is the home of my knightly order.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely!
Oh, that's nice for you.
Oh, good for you!
And it's currently in hell?
Cute.
Unfortunately, yes.
There is an evil cult whose grand plans we are as yet unaware of, but the first major step of their plans has been to transport our entire city, uproot it out of the ground, and move it into the first layer of hell. We are seeking to return it.
Okay. But it sounds like your people need aid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there mages in your city?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you could jump individuals from Avernus to the mortal plane.
I believe
Possibly.
so.
Theoretically.
I mean, Perlmire is more of a sort of divine magic city as opposed to arcane. I don't think we do a lot of plane shifting, and I think the most powerful mage in our city we just killed.
Oh,
Not the
She was the one that
Not
transported
not
the
out loud.
city.
Not out loud to the guy.
Okay.
At all. Like Arva could have probably done plane shifts, but we just killed her. And I'm not sure who else in Perlmeyer is actually capable of that sort of thing. There's the dweeby nerds that tried to get us in trouble. Above the tail, does Adolin know if planar travel is much of a thing in Perlmeyer with like the higher ranking priests and priestesses and that?
it's certainly possible, but whether they want to is a different matter. Not many of them do that. Their focus is on usually helping those around them as opposed to travel.
Okay.
Those that travel don't tend to live in the sea.
I think if you come with us, we could, even if not in Perlmeyer itself, if we can return that city to our realm, there is a University of College of Mages that could no doubt help.
You could guarantee me safe passage home.
Via the
We
hells.
can promise we would do our best. Nothing in life is certain.
Oh, I feel really bad for this guy.
Can we just ask him to wait?
I mean, we could, but also we might die at the collectors.
I mean, he can keep on trying. We could come back, we could help him get to where he needs to go and then just do it all over again to get us where we need to go. And we'd be fucking shattered, but we could do it.
Do you have an anchor?
Yes, I really hope that we do. I'm not answering you in game, but out of game, Alex, I really hope that Wilson will work.
I'd have like unpicked the all the knightly stuff from Adolin's last suit of studded leather and have all like in a pouch.
Okay.
We could try this now. We could try and send him home.
It will take. How long would it take?
I'm not sure. It would.
You could devote like a solid half hour.
I'm not even sure it would be that. You know,
I think it'd be less.
Belinda can fly 45 feet, 90 on a dash, which means it would take her a couple of turns to get around each of the pillars. He's then got to hop off, light it, hop back on, which is feasible to do in a turn. Belinda takes 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 turns. 10 turns is a minute. This is like, I think this is less than a 5-minute job.
If nothing goes wrong.
If
Say
nothing goes
10
wrong.
minutes.
Yeah, if one goes out, then we just need to account for them flying across to relight that one and try and protect the ones that haven't been lit.
Yeah.
Is the main thing.
Yeah. What's maximum range on Eldritch Blast?
120, I think.
Have a repelling blast?
120.
Right, that doesn't quite reach from one pillar to the next, does it?
Also, it's force damage anyway.
Oh no, I more meant for stopping other creatures from putting the things out.
Yeah.
It would be useful to be able to stand at the top of one pillar and cover off like one either side of it, essentially.
Well, I haven't
I have 1 3rd level spell that does 150 feet.
Right.
That I can't do that 8 times.
Because then I'm not sure how we get. I mean, Belinda can do all the legwork, flying him around to light all the pillars.
How do you feel about coming to hell with us?
I'll admit, not particularly happy, but I would rather keep moving than to stay put. I've spent 6 months trying to leave here.
Is this guy like packing weaponry or any spellcasting
He has no
focuses?
weaponry on him.
Can he does he have any? He's got a sigil ring, I guess, but is he proficient with magic?
Do you
What,
want to ask him?
if there's nothing immediately visibly obvious, I'd ask him. Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing immediately obvious.
Are you proficient in combat or with magic?
Yes.
Insight check.
Okay. Alright.
What kind of spellcasting do you do?
Yeah.
A mix. I'm a good warrior.
That's 20.
Okay. He seems on the level.
Yeah?
Yeah.
27 insight, like... Yeah, this guy, he's a powerful mage? Or he's-
I'm not sure
How,
he
how
claimed
do you do
powerful
your
mage.
magic?
Excuse me?
How do you cast it? Do you learn things? Do you just wake up one day?
Are you a
and-
wizard?
Are you a wizard?
Are you a wizard, Harry?
Sorcerer, warlock, bard? I'm trying to ask that without asking it.
Ah, okay.
An in-world game of being like, hey, what class are you?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. How to explain this?
Yeah.
He would tell you that he's a knight. He's
Oh.
fought in many
Elvish knight.
wars. I think as he describes his magic, it's very combat heavy, like focused magic. It's
Oh.
very similar to what like Adolin does, where like most of his magic is fairly lower levels but very combat focused. So maybe a paladin, maybe an eldritch knight, something of that ilk.
Dig it. And he's not currently carrying any weaponry?
No,
I can see.
there's no weaponry. He doesn't appear to have a spellcasting focus. Even like the armor he's currently wearing looks really simple. Like it's very ornate, but it wouldn't really withstand much.
I would go into the magic quiver I've got, pull out Commander Helen's +1 longsword.
Oh yeah, how do you feel about a glaive? Do you know how to use a glaive?
Of course, yes.
Do you want a glaive?
Oh, thank you.
Is it a magic glaive?
I don't know, I took out a devil. I don't know
Oh.
how to use it. I've just been carrying it about.
Okay.
This is from a devil.
Some of,
Glaive's a glaive!
some of us aren't cool with that.
No, thank you.
Some people are so picky. I
Plus
don't
one-
want to fight off all these monsters, no, I don't want a weapon.
I'd offer him a +1 longsword.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
If it makes any difference, the person that used to have this was a murderer.
Oh my god, you did not have to tell him that. It's a fine weapon.
So was the glaive.
Made of infernal iron. Does he seem comfortable with the sword?
He seems okay with it, yeah.
I assume it still
Where's
comes
the
with
line?
scabbard and belt and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just pass him that. So he's got something. Cool. Are we just gonna like leave him here then while we go up to the palace?
I guess.
Cool.
We'll be back, you know,
How is he?
sharpish.
How has he been like? 6 months is a long time. How's he been living?
Yeah, how do you eat?
Don't need to.
Why did he catch my bean? Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. I was already ready
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
second question. What?
We got hungry, didn't
We
we?
don't need to eat.
Have we been getting hungry?
Yeah.
Oh.
What the fuck is?
Elves eat, right?
Is he dead?
Please elaborate.
Oh, I believe it's part of the curse.
What curse?
Oh, you were part of the collection.
Yes.
Oh.
When I left, I believed that I would be allowed to return home. I can see now that's a bit more of a joke.
You are allowed to return home, whether it is within your abilities
Yes.
is a different matter.
Starving to death would be no fun for the character.
Ah.
This guy sounds like a jerk.
Yes.
Why did he hold my bean?
Why did you catch the bee?
It was interesting. It's the first thing I've seen down here like it. I wonder,
There are other bees.
not on this lake.
Have you spent the entire 6 months on this island?
Yes.
Wow.
We try to go home.
Rough times.
Right.
Very well. We are going to the collector's palace.
Gonna grab our stuff, bounce, and we'll come back here.
We'll meet you back here.
We won't return.
Yes, we will.
I mean, he's going to be here regardless. It doesn't matter how long it
Mhm.
takes. He'll be here.
Oh, we could tell some folks you're here as well. We can do that. Just in case we all die.
Who?
Ah, we can tell Garen.
What? Oh, yeah, we took Aaron.
And then just, I don't know. Eventually they'll get back to, even if we all die, they'll get back to the mortal plane somehow, and then maybe someone knows where this guy's for. I don't know. I just feel like if more people know, that's more helpful
Yeah.
if we all die.
We are truly this guy's only hope right now.
Help me, Obi-Wan.
But we're
Exactly.
we're cool enough that we're going to be added to the collection. So the worst case scenario, what happened to this
Mm.
guy will just happen to us.
Yeah.
So in like 18 months, he could maybe see us again.
Yeah.
We'll just see how Powell does for
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
A year in
Fine.
hell
In hell.
with no food.
But it's Feywild year. We don't know. It could be a century.
Yeah.
Exactly, even better.
You can keep
Oh
this
yeah.
up.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So we should do a sending to our show anyway, just to be like, hey, how long has it been that we've been gone?
Oh, that's a great question.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So we want to know how long we've been gone,
We
and
could've
also
been
we've
like
met
that argument. We could have been
Prince
leaving the guy.
Aligarthus.
Yeah.
And he's from. Where did he say he was from?
Toril.
Toriel.
Toril.
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 Who's Toriel?
She's a
The elf from The Hobbit.
Thank you.
And like,
You are a wonderful like encyclopedia.
Knew it was in my head for a reason.
And when I say the elf from The Hobbit, you know which elf I mean?
Yes, I do.
The woman.
Really narrowed it down.
the female elf.
The female elf.
There are two, I suppose.
In The Hobbit?
Galadriel's in The Hobbit.
Oh yeah. Apologies. She is.
She's not in it for much, but she is there.
Mm.
Spoilers for The Hobbit.
Hey,
so long ago. Okay. Hi, Ursho. How
Classic.
long have we been gone? It's a day for us.
Hmm.
Also met Prince Aligarthus from Toril. He is stuck here.
okay. There'd be a little bit of a pause, and then you'd get an answer back that is, it's been 3 days.
Interesting.
Whoop.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, that's fair. 3 days.
In hell specifically.
Haha.
Which, not necessarily the same as the
That's the
mortal
material plane, yeah.
plane. Incredible.
Welcome to Plane of Travel.
Yeah.
Just the way I've written it, 1 day here is 3 days in hell.
It's beautiful.
I understand, but also...
To this
Yeah.
flat specifically, that is the sentiment.
Anyway, that was it.
Cool.
Didn't really have any follow up.
No, she's just like, oh.
Right, okay.
Well,
So what do we do next?
if you guys want
Palace.
to come back up here, I'll recast telepathic bond, and then we can fuzz away. I quite enjoy the idea that this guy doesn't know that I'm here.
Yeah. I specifically didn't mention you or Clifford.
I
so.
appreciate it. That's nice.
Okay. See you later.
You're leaving?
We're
This is really funny.
we're gonna go see the collector and come back, and then we'll go. I told you.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, good luck.
I only told our friend that you're here, and he's high up-ish.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
Definitely knew who you were.
Mm.
Yes, he has definitely heard of you.
That's good.
It may not be the solution you wish to pursue and not one I would recommend, but the archdevil in the area may be able to offer you a quicker way home
Mm-hmm.
if we don't return for
Wow.
sometime.
That's amazing that you were willing to offer that.
I'm just being pragmatic
Making
about
sure
it.
you've got all those options open.
I'd never do it, but you know, that's a me boundary.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm not telling this guy he can't do that. He's been here 6 months.
Adolin's been spending time with Kai.
Yeah, otherwise, should we just wind walk and
Yep.
get on the way?
Yep.
Back on the horse.
Let's win walk.
Okay,
Flap, flap.
flat back up to pillar.
He looks after you rather longingly,
Mm.
sadly.
We'll be back, and he can come to hell with us. I'm sure he'll be a most powerful ally.
Perhaps.
This guy's a fucking level 4 Eldritch now, you know. Veteran of many wars.
You don't know.
I got a nat 20 insight, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
And yet.
Not enough. Go fuck yourself.
Did he just have that fucking royal bravado that was all like, I'm a great
He's
commander?
been trained since birth to be unreadable.
Shall we make for the cliffs and the gorge and the...
Let's.
Mhm.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
We fly!
You
We
fly!
fly!
Okay. So we
So
head
he's been here for
Wondrous.
4.5 hell years.
Yeah.
potentially,
Yeah.
depending on how time works. Yeah.
Yeah, it might just be triple. That is a thing. Yeah.
Alright. Onwards.
Yeah. There's no guarantee that time is even like.
Linear.
It could just be like that it's stuttered. Because like this is we once played it for like sending on different planes is that the responses come back really slow or really fast depending on which side you are. So like 0.5 speed versus like 3.5 speed.
Oh my god.
Very silly.
I'm not sure you've worked out time enough. In
We
between
can
the
keep
planes.
checking in. I think that's a good start, certainly.
Yeah. And what is driving the difference? Okay, so we're heading.
Yeah,
up.
it could be dependent on the chords. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's stress. It's just stress.
I wonder if the thing, again above the table, of like you go back home from the Feywild and you have to roll to see if you remember your time there
Oh,
will be
yeah.
in effect.
Oh, God, that.
Interesting.
Did you not know that mechanic?
No.
Yeah, there's like a wisdom save sometimes attached to whether you can even remember what happened whilst we were in the Feywild.
We were gone and now we're back.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have our shit now.
We had that in another campaign, and the player, the character forgot so much. They were like, "Okay, we need to go to the Feywilds." We're like, "We just got back."
Literally.
That was it. They nat when they're saved, and the DM was like, you lose all of it plus the day or two before you left. That was rough.
Wow.
We fly.
Fly.
So we're flying towards the.
I think we're just following the pylons up the gorge at this point. Possibly with a bit of altitude to...
Okay. So, can I get a quick reminder of everyone's passive perception, please?
19.
15.
19, 15.
Perception 13.
Also, I have BB for like 5 hours. But
She
the-
can't win more.
yeah, this is the thing. Either you permit me to like put her in a pocket, but she is a completely distinct creature, or she is going to be very far behind.
Well, she's a familiar, right?
Yes.
So you can pop familiars in and out of existence.
Oh, do I
I do
Yeah,
that
they
with
have their
mine
own pocket
all the
dimension.
do
time.
I get the pocket dimension thing? I never know.
How do you get when it says you have a familiar, do you get
I get the find familiar spell.
then,
Find familiar
then you
gives
can
you
have the
the
pocket
Then I have
dimension.
that. Cool. Then I puff her.
You can pocket her. She's now in a pocket dimension, so she has no sense of where she is or anything.
Oh, we
like
could
that.
hide stuff with her if we need to.
That's true. We did that a lot in our
Yeah.
first campaign. That was brilliant.
Yes. Camry had familiar, and very early on we were like, we need to hide this item. Snake, hold this, and then just never resummoned him.
We never saw. Yeah, that snake was gone for some time.
Along most of the campaign.
Oh, Nipper.
Here he is.
Aww.
What did you hide with him?
I don't remember. I think it was an amulet or.
It's like the Oculus.
Yeah, that was it. It was an Oculus.
It's the whole thing.
Something
was
that
the
a
whole
snake
thing.
could hold.
Nope, it was fucking massive. It was ridiculous.
I'm not sure I would have allowed that. As the
Yeah, that's fine. But the DM had
Good
enough.
thing you were the
The
DM. then.
DM had enough shenanigans that one was. It was fair that we got something.
Okay, so I think with a 19, Polly, you would be able to see as you're speeding towards the gorge. That's a very familiar, like, glimmer in the air in front of you.
Oh, hold up! Everybody stop! Is it a glimmer similar to the one that was
Around the
that's
clearing.
here, around here?
Very similar.
Okay, which means that we can't pass through this if we are magic. Is that correct? Or if there's magical alteration?
You remember last time the bees smashing into it at high speed in Windwalk.
Okay. And also that means that we cannot necessarily see correctly what is on the other side.
So land on ground.
Yeah, let's like
Ship
peek around to like a bit where it's a little bit more inconspicuous that there are a bunch of clouds just gathering, and then maybe become normal people again.
5 clouds descend.
Covertly.
And then 5 creatures walk out from around the corner.
But I want to dust this up. I want to make sure that we look nice and neat and tidy, because if the party is happening right on the other side, I want to make sure we look our best.
You not seen yesterday's Doctor Who episode?
No, I told you I'm so far behind. The issue is that I haven't watched the Christmas special because I don't have a TV license, so I can't watch it at the moment.
You could.
I can't. But
Don't bring along.
so I need
Anyway.
to watch that before
No,
I
just
can watch the
there's a bit where the doctor, where somebody's like, "Hey, what's that shed over there?" And the doctor's like, "That's my ship." And they're like, "Why didn't you cloak it?" And like, "I did. It's behind a tree."
That's us.
That's us.
Yeah, we drop in mind a little outcropping of rock. And then we press the digitate, clean, wipe the grime off,
Amazing.
do the hair,
Yep. Look incredible.
Okay.
Beautiful.
and we come out looking party ready.
Yeah.
And we walk up to the glimmer field
Yeah.
Poke, poke.
and passes through it.
I maybe like, can I just go like, hey baby, come back, and then I get her to like peek through, and then I peek through with her eyes. See
Yeah,
what's
sure.
inside, 'cause she's
Wiggles
teeny
through. The gorge doesn't look any different on the other side.
tiny. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. We'll step through.
Okay.
Can we turn back into clouds?
Yeah.
Do you want to try?
We can. We should be able to.
Yeah, we still have a bit of time left on the windwalk,
For
correct?
sure.
You should do.
Take a little bit of cover, and we'll try and windwalk again.
Okay. I think after a minute of concentrating, you would find that you do not turn into clouds.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, interesting. Can I
Walk with your legs.
prestidigitate some like effect in my hand? Like sparkles.
Yeah.
It works?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that no magic works here, that's promising. But it's travel magic.
Do I have mage armor?
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Weird.
And do our magical creatures appear in any way affected?
Can Clifford blink?
Ah,
Do you want him to try?
yes.
Please.
He concentrates very hard and doesn't move.
Interesting. So no magical moving spells.
Okay.
No transportation by magical means. Yes?
It would appear that way.
Now I'm wondering what happens if we try and get all the artifacts together to juice up the cup and try and like.
Maybe not in this vicinity would we be successful, but out with this one we might be fine.
Yeah, I'm wondering what would be more powerful, like the combined power of 3 like magic artifact of deities.
Or this. Do you think that this is in
Or one
place by the collector to stop people from vamping in and out? Or do you think this is in place by other people to stop the collector from vamping in and out?
Good question. Or are these like bubbles like
I'm
naturally
leaning
occurring?
towards the
Like
first one.
this clearing.
We
Yeah.
never actually asked about that, did we?
No, we asked Mudlock
Oh.
and he said it was there when he got there.
Yeah,
oh,
he
yes,
found
he
this
did.
place,
That's
yeah.
right.
But that doesn't mean if it was natural or if somebody else
Yeah.
made it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning towards it being like anti-apparition wards and Hogwarts.
Which makes sense why there's a teleportation thing right in the lake right next to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on then. If they fucking teleported out of the forest, we assumed they'd have just gone straight back to the palace.
But they didn't.
But if they can't,
They would have gone there.
there or somewhere just on the
He was
on the
there for
outskirts
6
of.
months and he didn't mention that he'd seen anybody. He just said creatures. He didn't talk about.
Anybody else passing through?
We didn't explicitly ask, but I feel like he
But also,
would've
he's
brought
in
it up.
chat. He probably would have.
Yeah.
But also, if this is the collector's wards around his palace, he might be able to come and go as he pleases.
Also, there might be more than one teleportation thing, Demi, so they could have just
Yeah.
because presumably they're kind of on the radius.
Mm.
This just seems like a bigger bubble.
Should we carry on up the gorge
Yeah.
and keep mulling it over?
Sure.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 I don't want to walk. I want to fly. Well, lucky for you, you have wings. Be angel.
I still don't know how to bounce them, so I guess legs for now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
We're walking up the gorge.
Me walk.
Okay. And I think what you'd find the further you walk into the gorge, is the temperature would be dropping.
Mm.
Ooh, we're getting there.
And quite quickly it would become very cold. From what was like a warm summer's day, there are now gentle flakes of snow
man.
drifting down.
Winter coats.
So
Do you
pretty.
have winter coats?
I have coat.
You were resistant to cold. You're resistant
Am I?
to cold. I'm going to have some problems.
So resistance to cold isn't the same thing.
I don't have
as-
resistance to cold.
I thought you did. It's so
No, I
weird.
have
Yeah.
resistance to lightning.
Oh.
Oh.
I think all three of us thought you did. You could have just claimed it. We would be like, hey.
Any
I
sort of
think I
like
did
travelling
it at a
cloak,
higher
just
or
like
lower
start
level,
piling
actually,
stuff
yeah.
onto
Onto those
onto
two.
Polly and Kai, yeah.
Okay. I see Belinda would start to shiver a little as well.
Oh no, Linda.
I mean, we have like bedrolls and stuff we can use. Like
It's true. We can burrito ourselves as we walk.
Mm.
Okay.
We have lanterns we can use for tiny heat.
Tiny heats.
Is it getting darker as well as we go?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ominous.
very ominous.
It's
We're
fun.
entering the winter fae.
That is fun.
We press on up the gorge.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yes.
Mm.
That should
We
be surprising.
walk up the gorge.
Walk
No,
up.
let's turn back actually.
Yeah, I'm sick of this
Fuck,
shit.
let's just
on
go.
This campaign,
Let's
we're gonna go
go.
swimming.
I want to go back to Pollyanna.
Let's
Gab a bit.
let's go back to
Tori's
Toril.
found her retirement home.
Let's
She's
go.
gonna live with my
The prince.
Let's go to Toril with the prince and have some new adventures there.
Yeah, you campaign. Internally, your world is crumbling.
Sorry?
Internally, your world is crumbling.
No? Not the slightest.
Hmm.
She knows her combat encounters are coming up are too good for us to follow through with that
She'll,
threat.
she'll wait for us to get attached to a location in Toril, then go, now that gets jumped ahead.
And it
It's
lands
a whole
on top
conspiracy.
of Pearlmire.
Mm.
Flattens it.
I mean, if nobody stops what's happening, who knows what will happen to the Sapphire Coast?
You do.
You do. Very
Bad
clearly.
things will happen.
Yeah, we keep on going, shall
Okay.
we?
Yeah.
In the direction that we were going.
Goodbye, book.
Not backwards, forwards.
You have something on your eye.
Oh yeah, you do. You got like a little
Nice.
bit of fluffy bit.
No. Like, yeah.
Yep,
No.
you got it.
Oh, there.
Perfect.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
So, continuing down the gorge, it's very steep sides to this gorge, and what was initially quite a wide passage of like maybe 40 feet across, it gets quite narrow in places to the point where you are walking single file, and like Belinda is having to tuck her wings in to stop them from scraping against the walls. and
Have we
things
still
like
been passing pylons
that.
as
Yes.
we go as well?
Yes.
Mm.
These continue down the gorge.
Mm.
And it is quite dark now, like almost night time. Does anybody not have dark vision?
We all have
We all have dark
We
vision.
do.
Including Belinda and Clifford?
Clifford
Great
does. I don't know
question.
about Belinda actually. You evil laugher.
Fucking Pegasus doesn't have dark vision.
Where
I
would
guess
it?
in like senses at the top.
Clifford, it just says senses, passive perception 15.
Then he doesn't have dark vision.
Clifford can't see.
Oh god.
So Clifford and Belinda cannot see.
Shall we light a torch?
Yeah, they know we're coming.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, go on. We'll
Why
light up
not?
some torches.
Okay.
Keep us warm. Have our little lantern.
Mhm.
Hey, we can use our lantern of revealing.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be
Don't know,
good.
is there one, huh?
Yeah.
I have one.
Nice.
And we continue to starting to crunch through the snow as well along this gorge. I think after what was almost an hour of walking through this gorge, it is bitterly cold.
We should have asked Algarthus how far it was.
He said it took him a week to walk.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ah. But we skipped the bit
We
between the
zoomed
island and
Quite a
the
bit,
mountains,
yeah.
which would have
So maybe we
been
shaved off a couple days.
maybe a couple of days, maybe more,
Maybe?
maybe,
We will see.
Maybe.
maybe.
We will see.
Okay.
You okay? Okay. So yeah, you're crunching through the snow in the gorge. It's getting bitterly cold. We will start to be playing with cold mechanics and foul weather
Oh boy.
things as this progresses. But I think we are going to stop there, as I think it's going to be Clifford that would hear this, being the better at perception with hearing. His passive perception is 15, and he gets advantage on hearing checks, which would push
So
his
that's 20.
perception to 20. So I imagine Clifford, after getting quite cold, like with his paws in the snow, would have like hopped up onto the back of Belinda and like snuggled down on the
Aww.
back of her with her wings like tucking
Little
around
hot water
him.
bottle on her back.
Yeah, kind of helping each other out a little bit there. But his ears would prick up, and he'd look up the side of one of the cliffs, and he, through the telepathic bond, which I presume you've recast at some point,
Yep.
to refresh that,
Always.
he would say, "I can hear someone," and he would all start to hear as these bows begin to be drawn.
God.
Oh.
And we're going to end the session there, I think.
I think we know who we're getting attacked by too. Perhaps you've painted these minis already, Alex?
Perhaps.
Perhaps?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Well, thank you very much for joining us on this Glasgow 2024 Let's Roll Hell and High Water's Twitch stream. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's nice to have had a longer session, even if it throws off my planning a bit, because we've had so many shorter sessions for the last wee while. To then
So
have
many is like 2, to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like 2 months worth
And
of
like
sessions.
short is 6 hours.
They were 4 to 6, yeah.
Yeah.
4 hours? This one's been 6.
Wild.
So yeah, for
That's still so long.
But thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please do consider buying a membership for Glasgow 2024. We are very excited to be hosting it for you here in Glasgow at the SEC from August 8th till 12th. It's going to be wonderful, and we are very, very excited. We've got a lot of announcements coming out for it in the next wee while, so do keep an eye on our social medias to check out all the wonderful things that we have planned for you. But yeah, I think at that we will sign off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Until next time. We
Thank
don't
you
know when
very
that
much.
is.
And we will post our next time on our social medias as well.
Yes.
We've got our calendars sorted.
Right.
Thank you all for joining us.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Next one is tomorrow, right? Oh, 2 weeks from now?
No.